Just going to double check before we get things underway here. But I believe, given the fact that Fellipe Andrew has been here in the States while Erich Munis has been down in Brazil, and given the short amount of time that Erich Munis has been a black belt, these two, they've never faced off.
Yeah, that's definitely correct here. See a double pull, kick things off. Risky business with that Fellipe Andrew ankle lock, always a threat. We see him there, already looking at it there. As Erich comes up, earns an advantage here. But Fellipe is so well-rounded. There's a lot to worry about.
The thing that really stands out to me is the fact that physically, they're actually quite similar in many ways. They're very long, they're very lanky, they have very long legs. Stylistically, they couldn't be more different, but that said, they do share something in common, is that they're standing passing. That's exactly what I was about to say. Their mobility and their ability to pass the guard while standing. And look at this. The Munis was actually looking for the arm. He had control, but now he's on a footlock.
Great start for Erich Munis. Already 2 advantages up. And yes, he's definitely eyeing that ankle. Fellipe Andrew here. We
need to change the angle here. The referee's obscuring half the view. We need to get a different view. That's better. But that's a decent look at that ankle lock there. He's got a decent flexion on the foot. He's got the hand passed across to the far side collar. But if there's anybody who knows a thing or two about foot locks, it's Fellipe Andrew.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah, we saw in his earlier match that Erich Munis, man, his mobility and his standing passing, his acceleration, those three things combined, they make him very, very dangerous. And there's actually 2 points awarded to Fellipe Andrew from the video referees, which I'm a little bit surprised about, because the fact is that he's still stuck in that ankle lock. And I don't think that generally they awarded the points when somebody was in the sweep like that. But
the grip's loosened now, so point is moot as the action moves on here.
Scooping that leg, and he's going for double pant grips, or had double pant grips briefly. I think Fellipe Andrew sensed that, and he stripped that grip immediately. As you can see, controlling the sleeve. And Erich Munis, man, he had a blistering submission in an earlier round match. A flying triangle over the guard of Joshua Guerra, scored a fantastic submission in that match, and then followed it up with a win against Felipe Pena, which is no joke.
Not a bad day at all.
No joke for a guy who's never competed at the Worlds as a black belt.
Fellipe Andrew showing that deadly Cobra-like triangle he has.
He shoots that up so quickly.
Again, we see a beautiful passing attempt here from Munis on top.
Love the way that he's moving around. Again, this is obscured by the referee. We need to change the angles here. We can't see where the referee stood in the way. There, look at the stack that he's putting onto Fellipe Andrew right now.
Erich content here to keep Fellipe stacked, making things pretty uncomfortable. Up by 3 advantages now. 6 minutes left on the clock. Fellipe, though, overall having some great guard retention throughout these exchanges. Erich looks to turn into a bit of a leg drag.
Fellipe Andrew tries to bail and roll, but, oh, look at this, he's onto an arm as well. Man, Fellipe Andrew's in all kinds of trouble here.
Wow, great scramble from Fellipe Andrew there. Not out of danger yet, but position considerably improved.
Can't tell if that arm is still in danger of being hyperextended. I think that Fellipe Andrew might have stacked his way out of trouble here and is in a slightly better angle from which to extract his arm. But once again, I mentioned it earlier, and that's the thing that stands out for me, is the explosiveness, but not in a strength sense. It just in that sheer acceleration. The way
there he goes. He pulls the arm out of danger.
Escape. The way that Erich Munis can just go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, he covers distance so well. Very smooth passing. Nothing is forced, like you said. But again, Fellipe Andrew, very crafty.
Oh, yeah. And he beat some good guys to get here as well. I mean, consider the fact that he had a semi-final against Devontae Johnson and also a match against Marcelo Gomija earlier as well. So he didn't get here by accident, right?
Halfway through the match now. Some great looks. Oh, balloon sweep attempt here.
Man, Munis is very good at that, but may have left his foot hanging out in the process. He won't score points until he escapes from the ankle lock.
Oh, Fellipe Andrew. Looks like he might have a bite here on this ankle.
Trying to kick away that supporting
belly
leg. Oh, he's
down.
going belly down. And we saw that Mateus Felipe Xavier Checkmat basically doing the same thing to Erich Munis yesterday in the elimination round. And he was ripping on a straight ankle lock, and Munis just straight up poker face ate it. Let's see if Fellipe Andrew has any tricks up his sleeve in finishing that ankle lock differently.
I love this spider guard action here as well.
A little different.
Little unique twist on that.
Oh, we may see Munis pass again here. He's managing to open the legs here. Almost gets them open. Back into this 50-50. Okay, so it's pretty close on the scoreboard. 4 points to 4. Munis has got those advantages, though. Those legs, so long. But it's interesting the way that Fellipe Andrew, he's also so tall. He's one of those few guys who can really stand up, and it's difficult for his opponents to upset his base by knocking out his hips. So that's why Munis is going for the feet, try and chop away.
Fellipe doing his best not to give up the points here. But entering a little bit of a dangerous exchange. Erich looks to wrestle up still.
Onto the back as well. He's coming out. Not only
nice
did
grip
he,
on the pants, but is that going to be enough? I don't think so. As Munis falls him top.
He's kind of high, but he could have the arm here. Hard to see exactly. Oh, okay, now we got a better grip, better look at the grips. Oh, look at that. Look, perfect. Look at this, the way he's got the top hook over. Could get the back here if he can slide that left leg under and put the hooks in. Fellipe Andrews turning in.
Oh,
manages to come on top.
Again. Great work from Fellipe Andrew to get out of danger there. Another advantage for Erich Munis.
He's racking them up.
Fellipe Andrew jumps on a knee bar. That looks pretty tight.
I think he may have just slid off a touch, but yes, that did look pretty tight there for a moment. And Fellipe Andrew, I think he knows that he's down. He's on the attack. He's on the hunt for something. Look at this weird lapel wrap that Munis actually, he's trapped his own leg in this position because the lapel, he's holding on to it. Still got just about a minute remaining now. Munis is so good at using this lapel. Look at that. Almost like a little lapel K-guard.
Oh. Fellipe Andrew really turning it up here. Just down by advantages. A pass would certainly be enough, but tall order against Erich Munis here. 25 seconds left here. Perhaps time for one last Hail Mary submission attempt.
Or a blitz. But look at the position. Look how folded Erich Munis is. But he's got 10 seconds left and 5 advantage lead. I think it's really a matter of time now, and this young man is going to claim his first IBJJF World Championship gold medal as a black belt. Believe it or not, the last time we saw him at the World Championships in 2019, he was only a purple belt. Missed the entirety of his brown belt career because of the lack of opportunities and the travel restrictions, and arrived fully formed at the 21 IBJJF World Championships as a black belt and takes the gold medal against a very dejected looking Fellipe Andrew. But hey, hands up for Erich Munis. Great display of sportsmanship as well here in sharing a special moment with Fellipe Andrew. Silver medal for Fellipe Andrew, but the gold goes to that young man from Dream Art. I want to say, I'm checking the results now. I believe that is the second gold medal for Dream Art this weekend. The newly formed team, Ana Rodriguez, taking gold in the women's light featherweight.
Super heavyweight champion, representing Dream Art, Erich Munis dos Santos.
And Munis, man, he's usually pretty stone-faced when he competes, but you can see the emotion right now in that the finals are done. Here's a look at the best moments, Chase.
Yeah, really impressive performance from Erich Munis here. We saw a lot of different facets of the game. Top game, guard work. Here we see him at the beginning of the match here. This opening blitz. Fellipe Andrew, though, always clever with the defense here. Got out of some really tricky positions. Here we see Erich Munis hunting for the arm. But
Came close to that kind of attack a couple of times in the match, but oh, there's that balloon sweep again. But I don't think he scored the points on that because of the footlock attempt. But he's so good at that. We've got footage of him on Flow Grappling doing that. So but we'll kick it over to the podium for the medal presentation, and we'll be back in just a minute with the ultra heavyweight match.